Hello, welcome back to the Makeup Masters free app. Today I thought I'd share a look with you that's going to be really quick to apply and really easy. I think it would be great for, say, if you're a business person or a professional going to an office and you don't want to look too over the top but you still want to put your best foot forward. So it's using a palette that has your sort of neutral everyday shades all in one, so it's got face products and eyeshadows. I'm not going to give it away because it's more fun if you wait. It's not a sponsored video, but it's just what I purchased recently, so I hope you enjoy, and here we go. To prep the skin, I'm using the Ordinary primer, which is a real bargain. I think it's about £3. It's a silicone based one, so it basically just makes the foundation a lot easier to apply. It's just going to blend over and hopefully last a little bit longer with a bit of primer, but I find it's mainly ease of application that I really enjoy. Then this is the YSL Touchy Clap Foundation. I'm just blobbing it in the key areas, building it up, especially around the jaw where I get a lot more spot prone skin. And then I'm just using a beauty blender to blend it across. So this is like a sheer to medium coverage, really beautiful glowing texture, and it does last really well on the skin even though it has a glow. The concealer I'm using is the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, and this one again has really good coverage. It's slightly more hydrating finish. I'm using it in the target areas around my eye, and then going back with the beauty blender just to buff that and blend that. And for extra coverage, I'm using my Studio Finish Concealer from MAC. This is the full coverage one, so I find where I do get a little bit of acne around my chin sometimes, this just gives a really flawless coverage, and I'm just bouncing the beauty blender over the top so it doesn't look too heavy or cakey. Locking that all in place with the MAC Skin Finish Powder. Sublime Nature paint from MAC, and this is a really good long wearing eyeshadow base. It's just going to really help adhere the eyeshadow but also stop you getting that awful oily tube that you can get. This is a eyeshadow and face palette that I purchased from Charlotte Tilbury recently, and it's the Instant Look in a palette, and I'm going for the number one Eye Brighten eyeshadow. I'm using that especially on the inside of the eye where you really want to add a little bit of light to look bright and awake, and then just across the lid to get a nice sheen and a bit of brightness as the name suggests. Then I'm going in the number two Eye Enhance, and this has a really beautiful sort of soft gold, so not a yellow based gold, a kind of really muted warmth to it that's going to be great especially on blue or green eyes. I'm doing it all over the lid. It's not as pigmented as some eyeshadows, but you can sort of really polish it on and blend it out. I'm using the same eyeshadow underneath just to make my eyes look bigger and sort of balance out the look. Using the gel based dark brown liner from MAC called Dip Down, I am putting that just roughly along the lash line, and then I'm going to use a pencil brush, so a nice firm eyeshadow brush, just to diffuse it along. So I'm going to put eyeshadow on top, but that gives you a really nice smoky long wearing base because gel based liners tend to be more waterproof. And then I'm going to work it along the bottom lash line as well, just so I get a V-line open look. Over the top of that, just to set that liner and make sure it's already diffused, I'm using number three Eye Smoke, pressing it in with that pencil brush, and then I will go back with a sort of more fluffy brush just to diffuse that out a bit. It's a petite brush from Zoeva, and I'm going to work a little bit in the socket of the eye as well, just to get that emphasis and carve out the shape of my hooded eye a little bit. So I'm using a fluffier eyeshadow brush just to diffuse the edges, and I'm actually going in with the number four Face Bronze. And then I'm actually going back with number seven Face Highlight to add a little bit more brightness in the eye because the other ones are not that pigmented. So I just want an extra highlight just to make sure I look nice and alert. This is the Marc Jacobs Volume Mascara. I'm using the number four bronzer as a contour with an angle brush, and just working it under my cheekbones, along the sides of my nose, from the top of the hairline, just where the sun would naturally hit you, and just to pull that down a little bit, and then like under your jaw and anywhere else you want to carve out. Number 7, the face highlight. I'm going in with that, and then I'm going to polish it on the top of the cheekbones. This is that champagne undertone highlight that I really love. I'm going to do it along the top of the bridge of the nose as well, if you want like a slimmer nose, Cupid's bow, all those sort of areas. The blusher, I think it's number 6 in that. It's kind of a peachy pinky colour, which is really good for a lot of different skin tones, just to brighten it subtly. Combing my brows into place, adding a bit of definition with Omega eyeshadow. And if you like a little bit more definition in your brows, I'm going back with the Anastasia Beverly Hills blah 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 Brow Wiz, and this one is in taupe. Excuse my expression, I don't know what's going on with that. Locking them in place with the NYX Control Freak eyebrow gel. And I wanted to try this cult favourite lip pencil from Charlotte Tilbury. Again, it's not sponsored, but I ordered a few bits from her website, so I thought I'd give it a go. It's a Pillow Talk, which loads of people love for a nude. So it's kind of that pinky brown undertone. I'm buffing it all over the lips though, so going around the edges and polishing it all on so it lasts a lot longer. Then I thought I'd try the matching lipstick in Pillow Talk, so a similar shade, matte finish, but that's just going to smooth it over and make it a little bit more opaque. Lastly, I thought I'd just add a little bit of that last blusher in the centre, just to really give a little bit more of a golden glow. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed and picked up a few little tips and techniques. Please contact me if there's anything else you want to see on the Makeup Masters free app, and I hope to see you very soon. Bye!